everybody. This is the entrance to our property. As you can see, it's pretty bare. We cleared out most of the trees over here and the bushes and shrubs, and this is what is left. We put in, of course, the gate. You can see where the 2-pole is, and then there's gate, and then you can see mounds of dirt on each side where we're going to put in a fence or two just so people don't, drive through that area, even though there's a gate in the front. So what I'm going to do is plant a couple of trees to the left and right of the post. Eventually, I would like to have this whole area be just full of flowers and greenery, and I'm not really into the green shrubs, but I do have some that are growing right now that I've propagated, so I think in the fall time I might transplant them if they are big enough. But for now, I have Japanese maple coming in, the green variety, and the bloodgood, I believe. And then I'm going to put 2 hydrangea, one on each side. They are 2 different variety of panicle hydrangeas. I couldn't find 2 that were comparable in size that I had. So I'm just going to put 2 over there on each side. So I'm going to go place them in there and then see how it looks. Alright everybody, I finally got those plants in. I'm going to have to change them up a little bit. So you can see here, I mirror one side to the other. Here is a bloodgood Japanese maple. And then on the other side, right there, there's one. So I'm going to walk around from side to side. So this is a bloodgood Japanese maple. And then I planted 2 green ones over here. This one over here. I'm going to have to stake them up. The wind is pretty potent around this area and there's no covering for them. Here's this other one, blowing in the wind, of course. So I'm going to have to stake it up. And then over here toward the fence post, I think I planted this too close. So there is the Japanese magnolia and then the panicle hydrangea. But I didn't realize I had them that close, so I think I'm going to have to dig this Japanese maple magnolia up and then move it over here just a little bit. I wanted to grow big and provide a little bit of shade for the panicle hydrangea. In the south, I think it's just a little bit too hot for the panicle hydrangea. So the flower, when it blooms, it goes white. But due to how hot it is, and I think here we'll get enough water because look, I've got pools of water everywhere from the rain and we're expected to get some more. But it gets too hot for it, and then I don't want the flower to go brown as soon as it comes into its full glory. So the purpose of that Japanese magnolia is to provide a little bit of shade to cast over this. So hopefully that will eventually get bigger than the panicle hydrangea. The panicle hydrangea, I will keep it in a bush form, whereas the Japanese magnolia, I will of course train it into a tree form. And then this is where the gate area is. Over here, this is the second bush of a panicle hydrangea. Now I think this one is the limelight hydrangea. The other one on the other side I think is the white wedding hydrangea. So two different kind, same same plant species, different variety. So I think the white wedding is a little bit more upright. You can see in the stem, whereas the limelight hydrangea, even though it's upright, it's not as sturdy on the stem. So I expect these to flop over a little bit. But the white wedding, which is over here, is pretty upright. You can see in the forms already. Sorry for walking back and forth. But see how, like, even how little these are? These guys are standing pretty much straight up. So these guys I expect to be pretty hardy and upright, whereas this guy over here is going to flop a little bit just because it's a little bit young. And then see how I space from here to there? That's pretty good spacing from the Japanese magnolia to the hydrangea. On this side, I think I'm going to get a little bit of more shade because of these trees over here. That the limelight hydrangea will probably do fine, but I wanted to mirror each side the same, so that's why I planted another Japanese magnolia over here. And then of course over here is another Japanese maple, just a green variety. I want to see how it does. And then of course one over here. And then eventually we're going to come in and clear all of this so I can plant a hedge of whatever I want to. I'm going to probably have the grass over there, and we'll just cut back the grass. But I think the hubby's going to come in here, clear this area for me so that I can plant some more. And then we'll just have to just continuously mow it. And then here is the other Japanese maple. This one is a little bit floppy. I didn't train it while it was growing in the pot, so it just kind of hung all over the place. You can see it likes to lean that way. That's why the leaves are in the upright position in that mode. But if you put it like upright, you can see it's not really how it should be. So I gotta go get some stuff to stake this down and then just let it continue to grow from there. So yeah, that is going to be the front entrance to the property. And then like I said, I'm going to grow a whole bunch of other things along here. But these are just the main stuff that I want to get down and see how it goes from there. Of course, we're planning on putting fences along here. There should be I believe two more poles coming in on this side, which is where the two mounds of dirt you see over there. And then just one over here because there wasn't really enough room. We were thinking of moving that, the pine tree right there where that sign is, but I think it looks okay over there. So just this side, it's a little bit lopsided because it's got the 3 posts. Over here, you only got the 2 posts. So I'm going to try to mirror each side so that it kind of evenly disperse it. But not too bad. If they're still young, hoping that it'll grow into its full potential, which I think it will, given time. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now it's supposed to rain again, so I'm really not going to water anything in. But I am going to stake a couple of the Japanese maple just so the wind doesn't take them and bend them even worse or break them. But the hydrangea doesn't need to be staked down, so we're good on that. I think that's about it, you guys. Another project down. I hope you all enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Oh, see how close those two are over there? See, that's just super close. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't eyeball it correctly. Everything else seems to be good. I must have been cross-eyed over there when I eyeball those two, so I'm definitely going to have to move that little guy. And then I look forward to giving you guys an update in the summertime when hopefully they start to flush out a little bit. I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and happy Easter, everybody. Take care. God bless. Bye.